APNvideo.com is on the air, and today we're coming to you from the winter home of the Oakland A's, Hohokam Park in Mesa. And today it's the 45 and over Cactus Division of the 35th Annual Men's Senior Baseball League's World Series. It's a beautiful day for our national pastime as the Twins of Puget Sound take on the Silverton Red Sox. And I'm Jeff Lowry with APNvideo.com. We'll be back with a play-by-play in just a moment. Back here at Hohokam Park in Mesa, Michael McDowell, the manager of the Red Sox on the right, Tom Krause, Minnesota native, the manager of the Puget Sound Twins. Come in with a record of 1 win, 2 losses. Disappointing loss. Talking to Tom before the game, a game that he felt that they should have won, even though they lost 7-3 to Utah. As we get set to go, the 1-2 Puget Sound Twins, led by Tom Krause, their longtime manager, a product of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a big Harmon Killebrew fan. That's why when he moved to and became the general manager of this Puget Sound team, they decided to
Twins, number 6, Anthony Aarons.
Decided to name the team the Twins. Anthony Aarons will start things off here in the top half of the first inning. And Aaron Miller, the pitcher, and he delivers a strike on the outside corner, and this game's underway. Aaron's one of the catalysts, no doubt, on this team. That's why he's in that leadoff position, and he takes a ball high and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1:01 is our start time, so just a minute late. The right-hander Aaron Miller on the mound against Aarons, and he takes a strike that was a little borderline, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pivotal game here for the Twins. Silverton will probably have to win out if they're going to make the playoffs. The 1-2 pitch, and that is, or rather the 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. So the leadoff hitter is aboard for Tom Krause's Puget Sound Twins. Puget Sound near the Seattle area. Here's the payoff pitch, and he struck him out swinging, and there's 1 down here in the inning. So Miller got him to chase outside of the strike zone, 1 down.
Now batting is number 22, Dwayne Welty.
I'll bring up second place hitter Dwayne Welty. This is a guy, just an outstanding guy to have in that number 2 spot. He can hit to all fields, hit behind runners. He can lay down a bunt. He can line one into the gap for an extra base hit. He can do it all at the plate. Maybe not hit one out of this big old ballpark as the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Top of the first, Twins batting. In the 45 and over Cactus Division, 35th Annual Msbl World Series on APN. Next delivery is lifted in the air and going opposite field, and that is going to be in there for a base hit. And it gets by the right fielder, and he's going to head to 2. It'll be a single and an error, and the Twins are off and running here in the inning.
Batting third is number 31, Corey Coate.
And it gets by the right fielder, and he's going to... Corey Coate, third place hitter, comes to the plate here for the Puget Sound Twins. Silverton Red Sox struggling through their first couple of games and hoping to turn things around here on APN Sports. They've got a good pitcher out there in Aaron Miller. Popped him up, and this is going to be playable in shallow left field. The shortstop is out there, and he's got it. And that's going to be out number 2. So Hines with the catch.
Is number 44, Scott Miller.
I'll bring up cleanup hitter Scott Miller. So Hines with the catch. And the first delivery floats in there for a strike, and it's no balls and 1 strike on one of the top run producers for the Twins. Two out, runner at second base. And this ball is hammered deep down the left field line, and it's going to be foul and out of play. Scott Miller trying to get a runner in from third, and this one's going to be popped foul and out of play. So 2 strikes on the right-handed hitting, power hitting cleanup hitter for the Twins. We're in the top of the first inning. So 2 out here in the inning, and the runner in scoring position at second. And now Miller steps off the pitcher's mound.
2 strikes on the right-handed.
And now we'll regroup to try to prevent Miller from pushing across the first run of the game. The 2-strike pitch is high. And strike 3 called, he got him. Got him an off-speed pitch, and that'll retire the side.
Leading off for the Red Sox, number 13, Michael Jeffers.
Michael Jeffers will start things off here as we go to the home half of the first inning.
Leading off for the Red Sox, number 13, Michael Jeffers.
Michael Jeffers will start things off here.
Jeffers, the center fielder here for the Red Sox. And he'll try to get things going, scoring 9 runs through their first 2 games. So they're hoping to break out of, it's not that 9 runs is all that bad, but they know that if they're going to compete in this Msbl 45 and over Cactus division, they got to score more runs.
Fielder here for the Red Sox. He'll try to get things going, scoring 9 runs through their first 2 games. So they're hoping to break out of.
And that one's slapped to the right side, and what a job by the first baseman, 1 down.
They're going to compete in this Msbl 45 and over Cactus division. They got to score more runs. Slap to the right side, and what a job by the first
Number 57, Jason Hines.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Jason Hines, here in the bottom half of inning number 1. And he drills one back up the middle and into center field, and that's going to be a base hit. So a 1-out single, both teams with a 1-out single in their respective inning.
be a base hit.
Batting third is number 50, David Titchnell.
1-out single in their respective.
Now David Titchnell, who had our Marucci big play of the day, I think back in 2019, he had a walk-off hit out at Salt River Fields, and he drills one, and this is going to find the gap. That's going to be an extra base hit. And the throw to second will not be in time, and that is a 1-out double. And the Red Sox are off and running.
That's going to be an extra.
Batting fourth for the Red Sox is number 23, Bill Hand.
Be in time, and that is a 1-out double. And the Red Sox are off and running.
That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Bill Hand. Line drive in the right center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. 1 run is going to score. And Bill Hand drives in the game's first run with a single, and it's now 1-0 in favor of the Silverton Red Sox.
They'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Bill Hand. Line drive in the right center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. 1 run is going to.
Number 12, Garrett of
Drives in
Vogler.
the game's first run with a single, and it's
So the first opportunity for Silverton, they get an RBI single. Runners are at first and third, and a swing and a foul tip. 0-1 on the 5th place hitter.
opportunity for Silverton. They get an RBI single. Runners are at first and third, and a swing and a foul tip. 0-1 on the 5th place hitter.
Runner is going on the pitch, and that one's fouled off. And a ground ball wide of third, knocked down there. They'll go and throw it into right field. That's going to plate another run, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Red Sox. So Silverton off to a good start here from Hohokam.
Number 42, Steve Lundeberg.
That's going to plate another run, and it's 2-0.
Steve Lundeberg will hit with runners at first and second. Still only one man out here in the bottom half of the first inning and a 2-0 lead. He takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball to the right side. This will play one unless they turn the double play, and they do. 4 to 6 to 3. Outstanding job. All right, we go now to the top of the second inning. A 2-0 first inning for the Red Sox. They jump out in front 2-0. Mike Burton will start things off, and he had a pretty good cut at Aaron Miller, who's in his second inning of work. Here in the top of the second inning. Right-hander had 2 strikeouts in the first. Here's a line shot out in the deep center field, hit well, and that ball's going to be caught. Out number 1. Well, let's take a look at it again on our replay.
Jeff Meyer.
And Jeffers made it look like a routine play, but that ball was really stung. Jeff Meyer will be the batter with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And he shoots one through the right side, and that's going to be the second hit of the day for the Twins.
Number 37, Mike Holloway.
First pitch to Holloway, batting for the first time. Strong right-handed hitter. Two-nothing Red Sox. Got 2 runs in the home half of the first inning. And the runner goes. Here's the throw down to second, and it's not going to be in time. So the Twins have a runner in scoring position as we look at the stolen base again on our Victus Bats replay. Second time that the Red Sox have had a runner in or the Twins have had a runner in scoring position. Let's see if Holloway can cut into that 2-0 first inning lead. And this one hit right back to the mound. Nice play. And the throw on to first will be in time for out number 2. Well, that was a rocket shot off the bat of Holloway. Look at it again. And a good reaction there on one hop by Miller. 2 down in the inning.
Number 24, Vic Villalbazo.
Runner remains at second base. 2 down here in the top of the second. Quick throw back, and the runner is in safely. Well, I'll tell you, you talk about, to tone this down just a little bit, you talk about getting men in scoring position so important, and now the Twins have a runner 90 feet away from breaking the ice here in the top of the second inning as they trail 2-0. So Villalbazo Swing and a miss, has a chance to cut the Red Sox lead in half. He's got a runner 90 feet away at third base. High pop up down the line, might not be high enough to take care of by the defense, and so the runner at third will head back to the bag at third base. Villavazzo, 2 strikes and holding. 2 out, 2-0 lead here for the Red Sox. We're in the top of the second inning, 45 Cactus Division. And congratulations to Steve Sigler and the Msbl for their 35th annual event, one of the top events in all of America. Strike 3 called, and that will retire the side. Miller painting the corner. An outstanding job, and we'll take a timeout. It's still 2-0 Red Sox on APN. Marco Brannigan will be coming out for his second inning of work. We head now to the home half of inning number 2 in this 45 Cactus matchup. A kind of a must-win here for the Twins.
Leading off for the Red Sox, number 4, Rudy Garza.
Rudy Garza will start things off here as we go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And he swings and dumps one down the right side, but it is going to drop foul. No balls and 1 strike on Garza. Red Sox got 2 in the first inning, and they're going to get a base hit here. Line drive out in the right center field, and this could be 2. Here comes Garza to second, and he is going to be in safe. So Garza leads off this second inning with a line drive, a clean single to right center field.
That'll bring up number 34, Alton Rossman.
Now Rossman batting for the first time. Up there with a runner in scoring position, and the first pitch to him is swung on and missed. Hit number 4 in the ball game for Silverton, and a swing and a miss. And quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Alton. Marco Brannigan in his second inning of work. And came back with a breaking pitch. And 2 balls and 2 strikes. Try to get him fishing on a couple of breaking pitches down and in the dirt. So a good eye by Alton Rossman, who bats here in the bottom half of the second inning. His team leads it by a score of 2-0. The pitch. And he struck him out swinging. Quick throw down the second. Not in time, and he threw it in the center field, but the runner will stay put.
Number 29, Kevin Palmer.
Kevin Palmer will be the 1-out hitter. First strikeout of the game for Marco, and this one squibbed up the line. That's a foul ball. 1 out here in the bottom half of the second inning. No balls and 1 strike on the hitter, Kevin Palmer. A nice tag, a quick tag out there by the second baseman, and just a little tardy. Here's Dwayne Welty, ground ball shortstop, and the only play will be at first. So there's two down here in the inning. Red Sox have their third run sitting out there at third base. And Ryan Thorell will be the final hitter in the lineup here for Michael McDowell, the manager of Silverton. And the first pitch is low, ball one. Works quickly and delivers a strike to even the count on the right-handed hitter at 1-1, trying to get that third run in from third base. And this one slapped down the third base, and this will take care of Thorell and the Red Sox here in the inning. So a nice defensive play at third. No runs, one left on, and at the end of 2 innings of play here from Hohokam Park in Mesa, it's 2-0 Red Sox on APNvideo.com. Top half of the third inning. Welcome back to Hohokam Park in Mesa. A 2-0 lead for the home team, the Silverton Red Sox, who have struggled it through their first couple of days in this tournament, but right now they own a 2-0 lead over a pretty good Puget Sound Twins ball club. Stan Friedlander will be the first batter up here for Tom Krause's Twins. And he takes upstairs, ball one. Right-hander versus right-hander. Third inning of work for Aaron Miller. One ball and 2 balls and no strikes. I'll get it right one of these times. Here's the pitch, and it's outside, 3-0. Tichenal doing the catching here today for the Red Sox. Needed a strike, and he got it on the outside corner. I'll tell you, when Miller needs a strike, he's been able to get it through the first 2+ innings. So he is out there, owns a 2-0 lead, and the next pitch is outside, ball 4. So the leadoff hitter is aboard, bringing the tying run to the plate for the Twins.
That'll bring up number 10, Chet Morgan.
Now Chet Morgan, right-handed hitter, another righty in this Twins lineup. Top of the third and a runner at first base, and the first pitch, a breaking ball in there for a called strike. Jeff Lowry coming to you from Tempe, or rather Hohokam Park in Mesa. Well, I've been doing a lot of games at Tempe Diablo Stadium so far. And a wave and a miss. Took something off of it. 0-2 the count as Miller dealing to Chet Morgan, the final hitter in the lineup here for Puget Sound. Anthony Aarons is waiting on deck, the outstanding leadoff hitter for the Twins. Tough out here with Chet Morgan, but he's down 0-2. Ground ball down to third, gobbled up there. They'll go second one. Can they turn the double play? No. Morgan runs too well. Well, we'll check it again on the replay, and just a nice job by Thorell down at third base, getting down on the ball and made sure he got the one out and getting that lead runner. That's awfully important. So many times you'll watch games out here and guys try to do too much, and that time the Red Sox made sure they got the out. So we go back to the top of the order, and here is Anthony Aarons. Struck out in his first time up, back to lead off the game in the top of the first. Well, the field looks absolutely gorgeous as he swings and misses. Apparently they did reseed the grass. I don't know if it was before the tournament, probably was. And this field looks better than Goodyear. It looks better than Tempe Diablo Stadium, no doubt about it. Top of the third inning, a 2-0 Red Sox lead. Aarons represents the tying run for the Twins. Popped him up, and this is playable for the third baseman, and he is under it, and he's got it. Nice catch by the third baseman, and there is 2 down here in the inning.
Number 22, Dwayne Welty.
I'll bring up Dwayne Welty, public address announcer Mike Galato, who has been associated with the Msbl for probably better than 30 years. Does a great job, one of the top public address announcers in the state of Arizona. Top of the third, 2 out. There goes the runner, and here goes the throw down to second, and it's going to be a little wide. He overshot the base. That is another steal for the Twins, and they got a runner in scoring position. Second stolen base in 2 tries for the Twins. Twins are 0 for 4 so far in this game with runners in scoring position. And a ground ball to the shortstop. Good speed on the base pass, but the Red Sox have made all the plays on defense. And that'll retire the side. No runs, 1 left after 2.5 innings of play. On a relatively close play at first base. 2-0 Red Sox. We'll be back in just a moment. The home half of the third inning here on apmvideo.com and a called strike. Bottom half of the third. Silverton got 2 runs in the first, and so far behind the shutout pitching of Miller, done well. Fly ball hit well, deep left field. That's going to be over the head of the left fielder. And now looking for a 3-base hit is the hitter, and he's going to be in. Silverton with a leadoff triple. One of the 2 runs were earned or unearned, however you want to put it, and now Jason Hines, the center fielder. Umpires are trying to decide whether or not that ball was fair or foul. It went over there in the corner, and now the home plate umpire says the triple will stand. So here is Jason Hines coming up to the plate, single and a run scored in that 2-run first. So Marco Barragan gives up a leadoff triple to Michael Jeffress. And now Hines with Tichenal on deck. And the changeup stays up high, ball 1. Ready with the next offering. 2 balls and no strikes. Hines also one of the quality pitchers on this Silverton Sox team. He's got a runner at third and nobody out here as we start the bottom half of inning number 3. Silverton up 2-0 in this 35th annual World Series. And Hines may have went after ball 3 right there. That ball was inside. Though with the strike zone we've seen from our home plate umpire here today, you got to be swinging if it's close, because he's been given a little leeway on both sides of the plate. And here is a fly ball hit out in the center field. This is going to be playable, and the catch is made. Here's the throw home. They're not going to get him. And made it a lot closer than I thought it would be. And Silverton now leads it 3-0 on a sac fly by Jason Hines. Well, it was a good throw. He lined it up, and with no one else on base, you can let it rip. And it was a very close play at the plate, a lot closer than what we thought as Mike Burton tried to make the tag. So 1 out, another run in, 3-0 Silverton with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And here's Tichenal, who had a long, hard hit double to the gap in right center field, his first and only time up. So a good start for a team that has struggled in this tournament. First 2 games did not go well for Silverton. And to get out to a 3-0 start against a quality team like Puget Sound, even though they're only 1-2 coming in, but traditionally, Tom Krause's teams are vying for not only a playoff spot, but a championship. Left-handed hitter. And a swing and a drive. This is going to be over the head of the right fielder, and this is going to be another extra base hit. Chet Morgan gives chase, and Tichenal is in with his 2nd consecutive 2-base hit. He got a hold of that one. So a 1-out double here in the home half of the 3rd inning. And David stands out there in scoring position, bringing up Bill Hand, the cleanup hitter, who had an RBI single in the 2-run first for the Red Sox. Bill Hand, the outstanding cleanup hitter for the Sox, who now lead it 3-0. And a bouncing ball off the pitcher's mound, and Marco's got it. And I think Bill Hand not running very well, and Berrigan had all the time in the world to make the play as we look at it again on our APN replay. Well, I thought he came out of the box and may have pulled something. He was walking down the line a little gingerly. And so it ended up being an easy play for Berrigan. But I mean, if he comes out of the batter's box running hard, that might have been a very tough play for Berrigan. It would have been a bang play. So there is 2 down here in the inning, and Garrett Vogler will be the 2-out hitter with a runner at 3rd base here in the home half of the 3rd inning. Beautiful day for baseball. Temperature right around 80 degrees on this first day of November 2022. Marco in his 3rd inning of work, and I would imagine that Tom Krause, the manager of the Twins, would like to see a long outing here. I mean, this is the 4th game in a couple of days, and here's a play by the 3rd baseman, and what a pick down there at first base by Brockway. I'll tell you what, he's one of the finer first basemen I've seen this year, and at the end of 3, as we look at it again, that was an in-between hop for Brockway. The Twins trailing Silverton 3-0. This is APMvideo.com. Corey Colt will start things off. We go now to the top half of the 4th inning, a 3-0 game, but still anyone's contest. And the first pitch floats in there for a called strike. 4th inning of work for Aaron Miller. That's outside a ball. And when chopped foul at the plate, good swing, had a good cut at that one. And Tom Krause, the manager, hoping his team can get those bats a-going here in this top of the fourth inning, trailing 3-0. Couple of strikes on the first hitter up here in the top of the fourth inning. It'll be Coate and then Miller and Burton. And a swing and a miss, and down he goes, and that's going to be the first out here in the fourth.
Number 44, Scott Miller.
Just took something off of it. It was a pitch that was up in the strike zone. He actually hung a breaking ball and was fortunate enough to get the strikeout, his third of the day. Hammered to left field, hit deep, coming in as a left fielder, and he'll play it on a hop. Hit number 3 for the Twins here in the top of the fourth inning, and Mike Burton will be the batter. Runner at first, and here's a smash base hit into left field, a clean single.
That will bring up number 33, Jeff Meyer.
Hit number 4 for the Twins here in the top of the fourth. And here's a bunt, and a good one. This will move both runners up, and they are not going to have a play. Safe at first base. So it'll be an infield hit. And now the bases are loaded in the tying run at first base, and the go-ahead run comes to the plate.
Number 37, Mike Holloway.
And Mike Holloway. Boy, not a bad idea bunting in that situation. And Jeff Meyer, well, he just simply put it in no man's land. So now the bases are loaded, and the Twins are in business here in the inning. First pitch, fastball outside, ball 1. So Coate began the inning with a strikeout, singles to left field by Miller and Burton, and a bunt single by Jeff Meyer. And here's a rocket to the shortstop, and he will make the catch. That is a huge second out as Hines saves a couple of runs right there. We look at it again. That ball is scorched off the bat of Holloway.
Number 11, Nikolai Brown.
That'll bring up Nikolai Brown, 2 down. If you're the Twins, you got to get something out of this. Bases loaded, nobody out, or one man out. And a called strike on Nikolai Brown, and he is batting for Villavazzo. Runners at first, second, and third, 2 out. And he got the call on a pitch that might have looked a little outside. Hard to tell. The umpire always has a better view than what we've got here directly behind home plate. So let's see if Nikolai Brown can come through here. Bases loaded, 2 out. And Miller's pitch is swung on and lifted out of play to the right side. Top of the fourth inning. Puget Sound has yet to get a base hit with a runner in scoring position. They are 0 for 6. So they are definitely due here in the top of the fourth inning. We're almost an hour into this contest. 2-strike pitch, and he laid off. Good eye by Nikolai Brown. And another good eye there. He held off a pitch that was kind of close. It was low. It was in the dirt. So Tom Krause, the manager over there, hoping his right-handed hitter, he just sent him up there as a pinch hitter, can come through here. Still 2 strikes, and that ball thrown behind him, and the count is full. Friedlander is on deck. Well, actually, he's not. Dan Glockner is now got a bat on deck. And the 3-2 pitch, runners will be going with 2 out here in the top of the fourth. And it's low and away, ball 4, and they've walked in the Twins' first run of the game. And it's 3-1. Outstanding job by Nikolai Brown. He laid off a couple of close pitches there and worked the bases loaded walk to give the Twins their first run of the game. Now Dan taking a strike called, 0-1 from Aaron Miller, the starting pitcher, in his 4th inning of work for the Red Sox. Glockner takes inside, and boy, what a fantastic play by Tichenal. He saved a run there, and the count will go to 1 ball and 1 strike, still with the bases loaded. The tying run at second base for the Puget Sound Twins as they bat here in the top half of inning number 4. Dan Glockner at the plate, and here's the pitch, and the changeup is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Aaron walked Brown to force in a run a moment ago, and now falls behind on the left-handed pinch hitter at 2 balls and 1 strike. The go-ahead run at first, and that's inside, 3-1. I'll tell you what, the last 2 hitters have shown a pretty selective eye up there at the plate. Still looking for their first hit with runners in scoring position. If it's fair, it is, and there it is. 2 runs are going to score, and they're going to hold the runner up at third base, and the Twins on a 2-run pinch hit double down the left field line. A great piece of hitting by Dan Glockner, and they have tied the game up here in the top of the 4th inning. Well, I'll tell you what, that is going to be all for Aaron Miller. So he is coming out of the ball game after 3 2/3 innings. He pitched very well up until this inning. And so we're tied at 3. And we got a new pitcher on the mound, and I'm going to take a quick break here on our live coverage of the 2022 Msbl World Series. We're in a 3-3 tie, top of the 4th.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 12, Garrett Vogler. Vogler now pitching.
Now pinch hitting the Hall of Famer Joe Townsend. First pitch to him with 2nd and 3rd occupied and 2 out. A breaking ball catches the inside corner. So this is Joe Townsend at the plate, the Hall of Famer, and he comes out and scorches one into deep right center field, and that's going to be in there. This is going to play 2 runs, and just like that, the Twins on a pinch hit 2-run double, the second of the inning. And they now lead it by a score of 5-3. 2-run double by Joe Townsend, the recently, last year, named to the Msbl World Series Hall of Fame.
Anthony Aarons.
Well, he jumped all over that pitch and drove it deep to right center field. So Townsend and Glockner, as that ball's going to hit the batter, and this is just turning out to be a disastrous inning for the Red Sox.
Number 22, Dwayne Welty.
I mean, when you talk about the Twins through the first 3 innings plus, they were 0 for 7 at one time with runners in scoring position. But then Tom Krause waving the magic wand over there in the dugout has back-to-back pinch hitters come up, and both with 2-run doubles. This should retire the side, and it will. But 5 runs come across here for the Twins, and they lead for the first time in this game by a score of 5-3. Bottom half of the 4th inning, Twins get 5 runs in that top of the 4th inning, and they've got their first lead of 2 at 5-3. Now Marco Berrigan has been staked to a 2-run lead and going up against Lundeberg, and he sends a soaring drive into right field, and this ball will be caught out number 1. So 1 up and 1 down here for the Silverton Red Sox.
Next batter is number 4, Rudy Garza.
So Steve is retired, and now the pesky Rudy Garza at the plate. And the first pitch, a good one, and a called strike by Berrigan. Marco gave up 2 runs in that first, but it kind of settled down since then, and there's a line shot caught by the second baseman, 2 down. So a couple of nice defensive plays, relatively routine.
Number 34, Alton Rossman.
So 2 quick outs after they score 5, and let's see if they can close out this inning 1-2-3 with Rossman coming up to the plate. Swing and a miss. Fly out right, line out second. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And this one is going to be down for a base hit to right field.
Number 29, Kevin Palmer.
Seventh hit of the day. And now Palmer. And he lines one over the head of the second baseman out into right field. So back-to-back 2-out hits for the Red Sox here in the 4th.
That'll bring up number 11, Aaron Miller.
Aaron Miller will bat for the first time, the starting pitcher here today for the Red Sox. Silverton has scored 3 times on 8 base hits. Eric Cheney will be the courtesy runner down there at first base. Eric Cheney will be the courtesy runner down there. So 2 on with 2 men out. Once again, they got runners in scoring position. And Berrigan's pitch is a tapping ball to the left side, and the third baseman will just take it to the bag, and that'll retire the side. So a good inning defensively. After scoring 5 runs, it's always important to play good defense and hold the opposing team to no runs. 5-3 Twins. This is the 35th annual MSBL World Series on APN. You're getting a look at the Puget Sound Twins manager Tom Krause, Minnesota native, grew up a big Harmon Killebrew fan, the Hall of Fame third baseman, first baseman, DH. And he was telling me the story that his parents got some really good tickets, apparently to one of the Twins games where the people who gave it to him could not go. And on that day, Harmon Killebrew hit his 500th career home run. So that was definitely one of the big thrills of his childhood. And Harmon Killebrew, one of the class acts all time in Major League Baseball history. And his first game he went to, he got to see Jim Cott, who just went into the Hall of Fame with teammate Tony Oliva. And it was Cott versus Whitey Ford and the Yankees, and Mickey Mantle hit a home run. Corey Coate will start things off. We go now to the top half of inning number 5. Well, he got the 4th inning started, but he struck out. But they went on as he drills one up the middle, and that'll be a clean hit for Coate. And a good start. Well, sometimes the best pitch is the first offering. And he absolutely crushed it to center field. Well, the key to this game, a pair of 2-run doubles by 2 different pinch hitters back-to-back in Glockner and the Hall of Famer Joe Townsend. Scott Miller is the batter. Top half of inning number 5. This is the 3rd round of play, actually game 4 for the Twins in round robin play. "5-3 leadoff single by Corey Coate to get things going here for the Twins. Three balls, 1 strike. Well, after one was out in that 4th inning, the Twins had 3 straight singles, a line out to short. Brown walked in a run as a pinch hitter, Mordecai, as this one's grounded to shortstop, and he will not have a play on it, and all hands are safe. So Hines will be charged with an error.
Courtesy,
That'll bring up number 19, Mike Burton.
Now Mike Burton. The Twins have pounded out 9 hits in the game. And the first pitch is taken low for ball 1. Mike Burton singled and scored in that 5-run 4th inning for the Puget Sound Twins. If you're just joining us, you're in the 45 Cactus. Pivotal game here for the Twins. They lost this morning 7-3 to Utah, and kind of in a must-win situation. They're looking to make the playoffs this year as they lead at 5-3. That ball hit the dirt and still called a strike. Now, come on. That got him. And that's going to load the bases. Second inning in a row that they have had the bases loaded. So Burton is on for the second time in 3 tries. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Jeff Meyer.
Jeff Meyer had an infield hit, a bunt single, I should say, with runners on first and second. A beautiful bunt up the first base line and kind of hit it in no man's land, and that helped lead to a 5-run top of the 4th for the Twins, who have trailed most of the game. That's a strike. They trailed 2-0 after 1 inning of play, and then the Red Sox added a single run in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And then the Twins countered with 5 in the top of the 4th, and now start the top of the 5th with the bases loaded and nobody out. Garrett Bogler in his 2nd inning of work in relief of Aaron Miller, who pitched the first 3 and 2/3 innings. And this one is going to be on the infield. Infield fly rule is in effect, and there's 1 down. That's a big first out for Vogler and the Red Sox.
Number 37, Mike Holloway.
Puget Sound just 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position this afternoon from Hohokam Park, the winter home of the A's. Mike Holloway, 0 for 2. He lined out to shortstop. A smash that was right at Hines. He didn't have to move an inch. And that came with bases loaded. 1 down here in the inning. This ball too high. Nowhere to put him. And you can become very selective right here if you're Mike Holloway. And he left that one too high. So now it's 3 balls and no strikes on a guy you really don't want to get behind. He's a hard-hitting right-hand hitter. Needs a strike, and they're going to say yes. So Holloway, who started down the line, and I think sometimes that hurts a batter. I mean, if it's a borderline pitch like that, it's better, I think, just to wait because, but then there's a second thought on that, power of persuasion. He thought clearly that that was ball 4. So now Vogler 3-1-ing. And this one is lifted down the line. I don't think he's got a play on it, and he doesn't. So another try for Holloway with the bases loaded. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jeff Lowry coming to you from Hohokam Park in Mesa. The Twins trailed most of this game, but right now has a golden opportunity to break it open. Bases loaded, 3-2 pitch, and it's high and inside, ball 4. That's the second time that the Red Sox have forced in a run via a walk, and so the run will score. And Corey Code, who led the inning off with a base hit, and it's now 6-3. Or check that.
Next batter is number 11, Nikolai Brown.
Yeah, we'll get that scoreboard corrected here. There you go. 6-3. Bases remain loaded for Nikolai Brown, and he drew a walk back in the first. Boy, I'm telling you, that strike zone is becoming the what do I call it? The ever shifting. I look way inside from here, and ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nikolai Brown forced in a run with a walk. That was the first run of the game for the Twins, and I believe that ball hit the runner, and it did. I don't know if we could tell from this vantage point. Well, Nikolai Brown has driven in a pair of runs.
18, Dan Glockner.
And hasn't even taken the bat off his shoulders. He's been walked in a run. He's been hit by a pitch. And now the man who had that beautiful swing, the line drive down the left field line, the 2-run double that tied it up in the top of the 4th inning, Dan Glockner. Strike 2 called. They are just 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. The 0-2 pitch. And a chopping ball to the left side. The shortstop will go second one, and he's going to be safe, and another run is in. I'll tell you what, Nikolai Brown, I mean, he flat out beat that rap. That'll be a fielder's choice, and another run is in. And the Twins enjoying their biggest lead of the game. And now Joe Townsend for the second time, who had a 2-run double to right center field to give the Twins their first lead of the game last inning. First pitch to him. He swung at the first pitch, but lays off a breaking ball. Bases are loaded again. The ball that Glockner hit is going to be ruled a fielder's choice, not an infield hit. And strike called on Townsend. So a ball and a strike. He's 1 for 1 with that pinch hit, 2-run double to right center field. That's out of play. So 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Here we go.
And a ground ball, base hit up the middle. 1 run is going to score. They're waving the second run home. The throw to the plate will not be in time. Townsend has another 2-run hit. That's a nice clean single straight up the middle. 2 more runs are in, back-to-back 5-run innings for the Twins. So runners are going to be at first and second still. And Michael McDowell out to talk to his pitcher, and he might be making a pitching change. Is he going to bring in his shortstop here? We'll take a quick timeout as we look at that base hit by Townsend, who has driven in 4 in this game, and the Twins enjoying their biggest lead 10-3.
Number 6, Anthony Aarons.
That'll bring up Anthony Aarons, the leadoff hitter, batting already for the 4th time in 5 innings. So it's now 10-3. Aaron's looking for his first hit of the ball game. That's out of play to the right side. 0-1 on the leadoff hitter for Puget Sound. No balls and 1 strike. He has struck out, popped up to third, and has been hit by a pitch. Here's the delivery, and strike 2 called. If Vogler can be consistent right there, he would have a lot of success in this game. And now the count is no balls and 2 strikes. And a ground ball to the shortstop, and he will flip it to second, and the throw on to first not in time. Well, the runners will be at first and third now.
Number 22, Dwayne Welty.
Well, if Dwayne Welty can figure out a way to get on base, we will have batted around in this 5th inning. Twins with 5 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th. Now our 6th inning will be our trivia question inning. As the runner goes and there'll be no throw, he'll slide safely into second base. Defensive indifference will be the official ruling. And a shot up the middle, and this one's going to find center field. That's going to plate the 6th run. Here comes a throw to the plate. It is not in time. A 2-run single to straightaway center field, and it's 12-3, and the Twins just keep the hit parade going.
Number 31, Corey Coate.
Corey Coate started this 7-run inning, and they've thrown the ball away. And he's going to go for third. It has been a very long inning of defense here for the Red Sox. Coate started this inning off with a base hit, and he grounds one into left, and he's got an RBI, and that makes it 13-3.
Number 44, Scott Miller.
That's out of play. That's going to reach the dugout area. 0-1. The count on Scott Miller. So the Twins 13 runs on 12 hits. An 8-run 5th inning. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Scott Miller, the cleanup hitter for the Twins. He's 1 for 3. He has scored twice. And Vogler trying to get out of this inning, and here's a fly ball to center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. That's hit number 13.
That'll bring up number 19, Mike Puget.
So Mike Burton will come to the plate for the second time in the inning. We're awaiting the courtesy runner here as Burton looks to add on to a 8-run fifth inning here for the Twins. Burton has fly to center field, single run scored, hit by a pitch run scored. That was earlier in the inning when he got hit by a pitch. Here in the top of the fifth inning, boy, the Twins were down 3-0, trailed right off the bat the first time the Red Sox put 2 runs on the board in the first, but they have scored 13 unanswered runs here as the sun comes out here at Hohokam Park in Mesa. 2 men out here in the top half of inning number 5. 45 Cactus Division play. Game 4 for the Puget Sound Twins. Hammered to left field and a base hit. That is going to play yet another run. They'll be at least at first and third. Here's the throw to second, and not in time. Well, I'll tell you, he climbed all over that one. 2 more runs come across. It's now a 15-3 lead.
That'll bring up number 33, Jeff Meyer.
Check that, 14-3 lead. You got runners at second and third. I thought maybe that second run was going to score. So now 14 runs on 14 hits. Second and third, 2 out. Puget Sound now 6 for 15. They've raised their scoring position batting average to 400 in the game. Intentional, I don't know if that ball got caught in the webbing or what. Well, we have been playing for an hour and 34 minutes, and we're still not quite at the halfway point. 2 out in the top of the 5th, and here's another rocket and another RBI hit. 1 run is going to score. Here comes the second run home, and they just continue to pour it on. So a 2-run single.
Number 37, Mike Holloway.
It is an 11-run inning and a 2-run single by Meyer. And here's Mike Holloway batting, and we're going to get a quick timeout here on the field. The manager heading out, and McDowell will take a timeout here from Hohokam Park in Mesa. You're watching the 35th annual Msbl World Series.
Alton Rossman, the new pitcher, the southpaw, taking his warm-ups in a 16-3 ball game.
Here was that 2-run single just a moment ago by Jeff Meyer, and making it a 16-3 lead here. 11 runs here in the 5th inning. Well, the Twins, I mean, the first 3 innings, they were shut down by the Red Sox and Aaron Miller. And they have come alive and scored 16 unanswered. First pitch, ball 1. New pitcher on the mound, the left-hander Alton Rossman. I was going to say it was Chris Sale, but he didn't throw that hard. And he comes in, 2 balls and no strikes on Mike Hollowell, looking for his first hit of the game. Well, he might draw a walk here, so first 3 by Rossman, nowhere near the strike zone. 2 out here in the top of the 5th inning, an 11-run inning, and that's a 4-pitch walk. So Mike has walked his last 2 times up. $15 hits in total.
Nikolai Brown.
All Nikolai Brown has done has walked, been hit by a pitch, and in both times forced in a run. He's batted 2 times with the bases loaded. So Brown, he'd like to get the bat off his shoulders for once, and he takes outside ball 1. Gonna have to force Rossman to throw him a strike. Runner at first, 2 out. And Michael McDowell kind of shaking his head over there in that first base dugout occupied by the Silverton Red Sox. And he'll get the strike call there. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Mordecai Brown. He's also scored 2 runs and driven in 2. He's produced 4 runs and hasn't got the bat off his shoulder yet. 3-1 the count. And ball 4. Dan Glockner coming up in that great pinch 2-run double in that 5-run 4th inning.
Number 18, Dan Glockner.
Now Glockner, lefty versus lefty in the first pitch. And it's going to be a called strike at the shoulders. No balls and 1 strike. Still 2 men out. In the air, back of second, long run, center fielder's got it, and that'll retire the side. Nice job. 11 runs come across. (16-3) Twins. We'll be back in just a moment.
Leading off for the Red Sox, number 19, Lou Tiller.
Lou Tiller will start things off, added to the bottom of the order for the Red Sox. He takes a fastball from Marco, who's in his 5th inning of work and has really settled down after giving up a couple of runs in the first. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom half of inning number 5. That's out of play to the left side, and the count now 1-2. First time up for Lou Tiller. Brannigan has scattered 8 hits in 4 innings, and that's just missed. Thought maybe that was going to be strike 3 on Tiller, and it's 2-2. The pitch. Out of play. Two again. That one fell right off the top of the helmet of the catcher. Well, our trivia question here in the 6th inning. 4 pitchers in Major League Baseball history have amassed over 3,000 strikeouts, yet did not strike out 1,000 or did not walk 1,000 in their major league career. 4 pitchers, 3,000 plus Ks, less than 1,000 walks. 3 of them are in the Hall of Fame, and 1 of them should be. Out of play again. So Lou Tiller really battling with Berrigan here in the home half of the 5th inning. Strike 3 called. Boy, look at Tiller. He just cannot believe it. So there's 1 down here for the Red Sox in the home half of the 5th inning.
Number 13, Michael Jeffress.
That's a second strikeout for Berrigan. He's went 4 1/3, giving up 3 runs. 2 earned. And we go back to the top of the order in Michael Jeffress. Jeffress had a long triple down the left field line that produced a run back in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 2. Well, a somewhat overcast day here, though the sun is shining behind us, which is west of here. I look out and it's very cloudy to the mountains, the McDowell Mountains, and the beautiful area surrounding Phoenix. And this one might drop in for a hit, and it will. Second hit for Jeffress in this game. So a 1-out single for the center fielder.
Number 57, Jason Hines.
That's the 9th hit of the day now for the Red Sox out of Silverton, Oregon. And now Jason Hines, he's had a good day at the plate. A single, a run scored, and a sac fly in 2 tries. And he takes upstairs, ball 1. Twins get 5 in the 4th, 11 in the 5th, and they lead at 16-3 here. With 1 man out here on our live stream, apnvideo.com. And a ground ball, and that ball had eyes. A base hit into left field. So Hines continues his perfect day at the plate. 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. He stands down there at first base.
David Tichnell.
And David Tichnell for the 3rd time for the Red Sox. Tichnell up there with a chance to drive in some runs and get his team. They'll try to cut into that 2-possession lead the Twins build up over the last 2 frames. That's a strike to Tichnell. He has doubled in each of his first 2 at-bats. And he grounds 1 down the first, and they'll just take it to the bag and get the sure out. Nice job by Adrian, and there is 2 down.
That'll bring up number 23, Bill Hand.
2 down here in the inning. Well, the Red Sox just 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. And now Bill Hand with 2nd and 3rd. That's outside, low and away, ball 1. RBI single and a 2-run first. And bounced out 1-3. 1 for 2, the pitch in the dirt, and a nice job of keeping the body in front of it by Mike Burton, who does a nice job behind the plate. 2 balls and no strikes with 2 out. Runners at 2nd and 3rd here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That's over for a called strike. Good pitch there by Berrigan. 2-1 the count. And a ground ball down the third, and this is going to be a long throw across. And boy, I'm telling you, you talk about good hands, and Adrian with a sensational job of scooping that one out, and that'll retire the side. They leave two. They're 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. And now we head to the top of the 6th inning. The Twins lead it 16-3. It's their 4th game of round robin play.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 57, Jason Hines. Hines is now pitching. Leading off for the Twins, number 12, Doug Harris.
Doug Harris will start things off here for Puget Sound with a big 16-3 lead and facing new pitcher Jason Hines. Easy come, easy go. I can't remember the artist on that. Hadn't heard that song, and since I fell off my dinosaur, that's a strike. So Hines in his first work, top of the 6th inning, and here's a drive out into center field. Got to battle that sun. It just came out, and there is one down. So Jeffers with the put out in center field.
Next batter is number 23, Adrian Brockway.
Now Adrian Brockway, slick fielding first baseman. He's made a couple of nice scoops down there at first base to save some potential errors and end a couple of innings. Done a great job. And he wallops one. They were playing him deep, and now they got to come in, and the right fielder makes a running catch. Well, Adrian got a hold of that one.
Number 6, Anthony Aarons.
Fly ball right, fly ball center, fly ball right. Back to the top of the order in Aarons. And he had a good cut, swings and fouls it off. Looking for his first hit. 0 for 3. He's been hit by a pitch as he bats here in the top of the 6th inning. And we got about an hour and 5 minutes left to go here in our 3-hour time limit. That's a strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Anthony Aarons, the leadoff hitter, against Jason Hines. Slider missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 6th inning. That one didn't miss by much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Anthony has struck out, popped out, hit by a pitch, and hit into a fielder's choice in that 11-run inning. Uh-oh. That's right up our alley here. Hines with some good hustle. Really had no chance. That thing went 4 rows deep.
Well, that's the 3rd ball right here about the last 5 minutes. How am I supposed to get my work done in the baseball?
So Aaron's up there with a couple of strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Twins have scored the last 16 against the Red Sox in Game 4 of round-robin play. The wind-up in the pitch. And Hines missed outside, 3-2. Needs a strike before he can lose Anthony Aarons. The payoff pitch. Curve got him, locked him up. A beautiful pitch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on, and we've got 5.5 in the books. 16-3 Twins. Vogler to start things off. We go to the home half of the 6th inning of the 35th annual Msbl World Series. Goes after the first pitch and grounds at the shortstop, and the throw on, 1 down.
Number 42, Steve Lundeberg.
Steve Lundeberg will bat. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hit into a double play. He's fly to right field. And he pops it up. First pitch. Adrian is there. He's under it, and he's got it. So quickly 2 outs. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Number 4, Rudy Garza.
Rudy Garza takes a strike, letter high fastball, nothing in 1. Berrigan in his 6th inning of work gave up 2 runs in the first, but has really settled down since then. Only the 4th pitch of the inning. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Jeff Lowry back here from Hohokam Park in Mesa. 2-1 on the circle change. Our trivia question, give you the answer in the top of the 7th. 4 major league pitchers, 3,000 plus career strikeouts, less than 1,000 career walks. 3 are in the Hall of Fame. And a looping ball into right field, and it's going to be caught to retire the side. So a nice running catch out there in right field. 3 up, 3 down. And we are now heading to the 7th inning. 16-3 Puget Sound. All right, second place hitter Dwayne Welty starting things off, top of the 7th inning. So a good inning by Marco Berrigan, and his 3rd straight shutout inning, and he's kept this Red Sox offense at bay. Second inning of work for the hard-throwing right-hander Hines, who started the game at shortstop, and it's 1 ball, no strikes to Welty. Welty 2 for 4 at the plate. He had a 2-run single back in a 11-run 5th inning. Out of play to the right side. And a fly ball in the right. This is routine, and that ball is going to be caught for out number 1.
Number 31, Corey Coe.
Corey coming to the plate. He has singled his last 2 times at the plate. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. 2 for 4. And takes the first pitch a little too high, ball 1. Change up at the letters, and that evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Look out. So the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Right-handed hitter takes a strike, and the count is even at 2-2. Good pitch by Hines. Through a shutout inning in the top of the 6th inning. Leadoff hitter flies to right. And here's a rocket to the second baseman, and that one's going to be off his glove. And that's going to be a base hit for Corey. I'll tell you, that is a hot shot, and that's a very difficult play. They got that sun in the eyes of everybody from pretty much center field to the first base line defensively here for the Sox. 16th hit of the day now for the Twins, who will end up being 2-2 when this one is over. Curveball in there, and that's a called strike. Scott Miller has struck out, singled and scored, reached on an error and scored, and also singled and scored again. Scored 2 runs in the 11-run 5th. 1-1 the count. Fastball in there. Two strikes with a runner at first and 1 out. And he struck him out swinging, a pitch that was down and away, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Second strikeout of the day for Hines. And now catcher Mike Burton. So Burton bats with his team up by 13, a runner at first and 2 down. And he slaps one to the shortstop. He bobbles. He throws to second. They get the lead runner, and that'll retire the side. So we're heading to the home half of the 7th inning. Still 16-3 from Hohokam Park in Mesa. And you're watching the 22 Msbl World Series. It's still Marco. I thought maybe they brought in a new one, but still number 5, and he has really pitched a gem after giving up 2 runs in the first. And so the Twins will get back out into the field and facing the Red Sox lineup that has not scored since that triple by Jeffress and a sac fly by Hines in the 3rd inning.
All right, getting us started for the Red Sox is number 1, Mike McDowell.
So the manager, Mike McDowell, will start things off here, batting for the first time. And he slaps one foul left side, now to play. Ready with the next pitch. He takes low a ball. Bottom half of inning number 7. McDowell trying to get something going here, leading things off against Berrigan in his 7th inning of work, and he's down 1-2. Berrigan against McDowell, and the 2-strike pitch, and it's chopped towards the left side, and the third baseman, nice pickup. And the throw across to Adrian, 1 down. Got in on him a little bit, kind of jammed him. And so there's 1 down here in the inning, and going to start seeing some new hitters, I think, in this Red Sox lineup. Here's a fly ball foul out of play. So Cheney batting, no balls and 1 strike. Cheney battling against Berrigan here in the home half of the 7th inning. And a swing and a miss, and down he goes with the strikeout, 2 down. Looked like he may have taken a little something off that pitch.
Aaron Miller.
Second time up for Aaron Miller, a ground out victim, his only time up after being added to the bottom of the order. So there's 2 down here in the home half of the 7th inning. Answer to our trivia question, you may have to wait till the 8th inning, as that one is fouled off. 4 pitchers with 3,000 strikeouts, less than 1,000 career walks. The first to do it was Hall of Famer Fergie Jenkins. Had some great seasons with the Chicago Cubs, pitched well with the Texas Rangers, a couple of other teams, I believe. Went back to Chicago. And here's a squibber up. Ooh, and Berrigan pulled a muscle and is still able to throw him out. But I doubt that he's coming back. Wow. So we're going to the 8th, and you got your starting pitcher, 7 outstanding, strong innings, scattering 9 hits. And we are heading now to the top of the 8th inning. It's all Twins. It's 16-3 on APN. Well, here was the last play of the bottom half of the 7th inning. Well, that was the strikeout, excuse me. Berrigan, who came up lame, and well, let's see if he's going to come back out as we await for the first baseman. Kevin Palmer, and the first pitch here to start the top of the 8th inning is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Twins did all their scoring in the 4th and 5th, 16 unanswered runs, and lead by 13. And a line drive left field, and it's going to be caught. Nice running catch in left field for out number 1. Let's watch it again on our replay. Pretty nice catch out there in left field by Bill Hand.
Number 14, John Anderson.
John Anderson will bat now after the flyout a moment ago by Darren Smith, and he was robbed on a nice play by Hand. First pitch offering a called strike. Anderton takes outside for a ball. Well, if the Twins hold on and win, they will go to 2 wins, 2 losses. And this was really a big game for them. That's fouled back. 1-2. $16 hits in total for the Twins to go along with the 16 runs, the 2-strike pitch. That's fouled back. Hines in his 3rd inning of work. About 42 minutes left to go in regulation time, so we should get the entire 9 innings in. That's out of play. Just inside with a ball. Hines has really settled things down here for the Red Sox. 2-strike pitch again, and this one slapped to first, and that one got through, and that'll be a base hit here for number 14, Anderton, and he is aboard.
Number 26, Greg Robinson.
Greg Robinson. New hitter in the lineup, and he will come to the plate, 1 out with a runner at first. High, towering drive out of play, and it's 0-1. The ball's 1 strike on Anderson. So Fergie Jenkins, the first to surpass 3,000 strikeouts and end his career with less than 100. The next guy to do it was another Hall of Famer, a guy who won over 350 games in his career, and another great Chicago Cub, Greg Maddux. Ground ball to the right side. They will go to 2nd 1, and there'll be no throw to first base, and there's 2 down here in the inning.
Number 18, Dan Glockner.
Dan Glockner, a big 2-run double when the Twins were on the comeback trail back in the 4th inning. And he takes a first pitch knee-high fastball, a called strike. I'm not sure who the 3rd guy to do it, as this one's popped up and playable. Look at Hines go. That's out of play. I guess the 3rd guy probably to do it was Curt Schilling, who I think should be in the Hall of Fame. He's not. And the final guy, Pedro Martinez, who made the Hall of Fame a few years ago from the Boston Red Sox, the glory days of the Red Sox. As you look at that Puget Sound Twin players up on the railing and encouraging the hitter Dan Glockner. Each and every one of them up on the railing as they occupy the dugout 3rd base side here at Hohokam. 2 out. Good eye by Dan, who had a line double down the left field line that played at 2 and a pinch hit variety in the 4th inning. And he's up there with a chance to keep this inning alive. Got up against a tough competitor in Hines in the pitch. And that one jammed him. Diving play, ground ball 2nd, and a low throw, scooped out nicely. Well, it doesn't get much better than that. A sensational job by the defense. And at the end of 7.5 innings of play, it's still 16-3 Twins from Puget Sound, Washington. Well, Well, guess what? Guess who's coming back out to pitch? It's Marco Berrigan for his 8th inning of work. He's been staked to a 13-run lead here in their 4th game as they look to even up their 2022 MSBL World Series experience at 2-2.
Finally, a radio station that says what it does and does what it says.
Leading off, number 19, Lou Tiller.
Second time up for Lou Tiller. He'll start things off here, bottom half of inning number 8. Well, the Red Sox will get their final at bat. We still got plenty of time. 35 minutes left on the 3-hour time frame. The threshold, you can't start a new inning in the MSBL World Series after 3 hours. A beautiful day. The sun is out now, and this one is popped up foul into the dugout thanks to Michael McDowell, the manager of Silverton, Tom Krause of the Twins, for letting us to be a part of your World Series experience. And that one slapped in the hole, and the shortstop will have the play, throw to first, not in time. And I just love the way Adrian plays first base. I mean, he makes sure that the ball, he gets in front of it, knocks it down. He has made a couple of outstanding scoops over there. That's going to be an infield hit as Tiller is aboard.
That'll bring number 13, Michael Jeffers.
Michael Jeffers, a good day at the plate and in the field. He's been one of the stars of the game. 2 for 3, a triple, a run scored back in that 3rd inning. And he grounds one up the middle, off the pitcher's mound, fielded by the 3rd baseman. He will throw, and not in time. Jeffers with too good a speed. And the first 2 have reached here for the Sox. So Jeffers has his 3rd hit of the game.
57, Jason Hines.
Jason Hines comes to the plate. So 2 hits in this inning and a rocket back up the middle, and Hines continues to have a good day at the plate, and the bases are going to be loaded. So Berrigan, remember, he was hurt. He came up limping on a ball that was hit back to the mound, and now has come in and given up, even though the first 2 hits weren't smash hits, but that last one was by Hines, who continues a perfect day at the plate. And now Tichenal, who had back-to-back doubles his first 2 times up, grounds one to Adrian. He's going to come home. They'll get the fielder's choice, throw it to first, double play. Well, an outstanding job, and it all started with Adrian at first base. That goes 3 to 2 to 4, and there's 2 down here in the
Number
inning.
23, Bill Hand.
So runners are at second and third with 2 out. Bill Hand an RBI single. He's 1 for 3. And Marco in his 8th inning of work. 3 runs, 2 earned. And has scattered 13 hits over 7 2/3 innings. An outstanding performance after a slow start, giving up 2 in the first. And a wave and a miss. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. You got runners at second and third. The pitch to Bill Hand, and it is a looper over shortstop into center field. That's a base hit. One is in. Here comes a throw to the plate, and safe sliding is Hines. It's a 2-run single. 2-run single for Bill Hand. And that makes it a 16-5 ball game.
That'll bring up number 12, Garrett Vogler.
Now Garrett Vogler. And there for a called strike. 16-5, 14 hits now. Still got almost a half hour still left to play in this one. But we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Well, it's definitely a battle of wills when you play 6 games in 4 days. Fortunately, the temperatures have been simply outstanding. We've had most of the games, we've been in the low 80s or even high 70s for the high. And it's a beautiful day. It's going to cool off over the weekend here. We're going to get down to the 60s. That is a foul ball. Two out here in the inning. A 16-5 lead, 2 out, runner at first base. Vogler up there, and the pitch from Marco, and it's a foul ball. Looks like it might have got a piece of the hitter. So again, the answer to those trivia questions: 3,000 strikeouts, 1,000 or less walks, less than 1,000 walks. Fergie Jenkins, Pedro Martinez, Greg Maddux, and Kurt Schilling. And you could probably throw Clayton Kershaw once he gets that 3,000 mark and ends his career. Line drive caught. Nice little stab there at second base to retire the side. We'll look at it again as the Twins look to come up here in the top of the 9th inning in this 35th annual MSBL World Series, leading by 13. Getting a wide shot of Hohokam Park in Mesa as we head now to the top of the 9th inning. 16-5, excuse me, as the Twins lead it, and Doug Harris sends a high fly ball, lazy can of corn to center field, 1 down. So 1 pitch and 1 out. Harris flies out routinely to center field. Now Adrian Brockway. Gold Glove first baseman takes a strike, and it's 0-1. And a rope down the right field line, a foul ball. Doesn't get cheated up there. Hit a long, deep fly out his last time up, his first time up a few innings ago. So he bats here with 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. 16-5 now. I think it still said 16-3 when we had our outro last half inning. Well, game 1 of the World Series was it wasn't canceled, it was postponed due to rain. Here's a base hit into left field. Just went with the pitch, didn't try to do too much with it. So Adrian is aboard with a 1-out single for the Twins. as they try to get the 2 runs they gave up in the bottom half of the 8th inning here in the top of the 9th. That was a big at bat for Anthony, trying to get his first base hit of the ball game. And a strike called as Brockway takes his lead at first. Well, Brockway's base hit is hit number 18 for the Twins in this contest. Strike called. Well, let's see if Anthony can come through with his first hit of the ball game. He's been on base twice, hit by a pitch, fielder's choice. This is the 4th inning of relief work for Hines, who's thrown 3 shutout innings for the Red Sox here. A good piece of hitting there by the leadoff hitter. Getting ready to say Game 3 of the World Series between the Phillies and the Astros postponed due to rain, and they'll kick it off. There's a line drive, base hit into left field. Well, he picked up his first hit.
Number 22, Dwayne Welty.
Dwayne Welty, the second baseman, takes ball 1 outside, a little high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes with 1 out and 2 on. Trying to break through against a guy that has shut him out through 3 1/3 of relief. And a ground ball, and this one knocked down by the third baseman, goes to second, safe. All hands are safe, and the bases are loaded for the Twins here in the top of the 9th. I think you're going to have to rule that a base hit. I don't know if they would have thrown him out at first base. So hit number 19 for the Twins.
Batting for the Twins, number 8, Tony Rodriguez.
I'll bring up Tony Rodriguez. Infield playing at double play depth here in the top of the 9th inning. And Hines' first pitch is just under the knees, ball 1. Rodriguez up there with the bases loaded and a ground ball. Taylor made double play ball. Second one, and the throw to first, and they got him, and the side is retired. Well, a very nice turn as we look at it again on our Skybox replay. Steve Lutterberg will start things off bottom half of inning number 9. Jeff Lowry back here from the ballpark in the 35th annual Msbl World Series, and he lines the first pitch into left center field, base hit.
Next batter, number 4, Rudy Garza.
I'll bring up Rudy Garza. And a swing and a miss, so Lutterberg with the leadoff single. Garza had a double his first time up and is 1 for 3. Bottom of the 9th inning, down 11. And Marco Berrigan going the distance. And a slap ball to the right side. The second baseman, Welty. The shortstop, the throw to first. Double play. 2 down. There it is again. Boy, what an outstanding job by the Twins. Keystone Cop combination. So there is 2 down here in the inning. And the last hope for Silverton is going to be their manager, Michael McDowell, who's 0 for 1. And he goes after the first pitch, fouls it off. Had a good cut at that one. So Berrigan 1 out away from a complete game. Puget Sound got a complete game in their first win. And a chopping ball to the right side. Dwayne will gobble it up, and this game belongs to the Twins. Well, our final score from Hohokam Park in Mesa has the Twins evening their 2022 MSBL World Series record at 2 wins and 2 losses. Marco Berrigan, our star of the game, goes the distance, 9 innings, scatters 15 hits and 5 runs. David Tichenal, a couple of doubles on the Silverton team, and their player of the game, our Marucci player of the game, starting shortstop, and a pitcher that threw 4 straight shutout innings, Jason Hines. This has been a presentation of APM Video Sports. And again, thanks so much for joining us here from the winter home of the Oakland Athletics, Hohokam Park in Mesa. And until next time, so long, everybody. Thanks to Tom Krause and Michael McDowell.